Hello to every coders out there. My name is Amritesh Tiwari and you are watching Coding Halt, a platform for the coders. Coding Halt builds many of the basic level projects as well as advanced level projects in different programming languages. You can watch some of the projects by just clicking on that I button. So what we are building today is a special demand of our subscriber who told us to build a C++ project using some of the advanced concepts. So here we are with that project. Today we are building a project in C++ using some of the advanced concepts of C++ like inheritance, polymorphism, data hiding and file handling. Also we will be using some of the two important things, that will be vector class and STL, where these things are being used and how these things are being placed in the action of the project. So we will see in the later part where Hemant will explain this project. So what we are waiting for? Let's roll our project. So what we are building today is a quiz application. What? Quiz application? Yeah, today we are building a quiz application using all of the advanced concepts of C++. So let's get started. Let's see the functionalities of this quiz application. This quiz application basically comes with a two panel. One is student panel and second one is admin panel. If we talk about the admin panel, by default we have created one super admin who can get access to add many more admins. So many more admins can add many more students and generate their login credentials that will be required in the student panel. Also, admin can add a question, delete a question. So please note that while adding a question, a different category will be there and a different file will be created in the working directory while adding the questions. And the questions which are added by the admins, that will only be displayed in the student panel but not in the same serial wise as the admin added. The question will be thrown randomly to the every student while students are giving test in the student panel. That is a very plus point of this project. So let's start with the student panel. This student panel comes with a very simple interface where you need to use your login credentials to get login into that. And you can choose a category and you can choose the number of questions for which you have to give the test, and you can just give a test. That's not yet over. While giving a test and while ending the test, this project will generate your graph, like which category, how many questions you have solved, and the result will be, total result will be displayed in a graph form. That graph looks like this and that will be a super cool to watch this graph. So many more implementation of this project will be shown by the Hemant in the later part of the video. So let's call Hemant and see the project demonstration. Meanwhile, if you like this video, please hit a like button, share with your friends and do subscribe to Coding Halt. And if you want the source code, what you need to do, you need to DM us on the numbers which will be shown in the description box, and you can just mail us at codinghalt@gmail.com. We will be surely replying back to your DMs and your mails. So what we are waiting for? Let's call Hemant and see all the project implementation.
Thank you, Amritesh, for introduction part. Happy New Year to all of you. New year, new concept, new project. Let us take C++ to next level. Many of you were requesting me to develop a project in which I have used STL, that is standard template library. So in this project I have used STL, standard template library. So let's start the demonstration, and in that demonstration I will explain you where I have used STL. Let me run the program. So it is many of the lines of code, that's why it is loading, and I have created this interface using basic C++ commands. And in this project I have used total C++. You won't find any single line of any other languages. Total it is based on C++. And here we have two options and a menu driven program. I have controlled this using left and right arrow keys, as you have seen in our previous projects also. So let me first explain you the admin functions. Here also we have two functions, admin panel and student panel. So in quiz application, basically admin will add questions or admin will just manipulate the data of questions and students. So let me first explain you functionality of admin, and I'm pressing enter. I have controlled enter key also using ASCII codes. So here it is asking me the username and password. So by default I have kept one admin as by default. So if you are taking the source code, do remember that Hemant will be the username and 1234 will be the password. But currently, to show you the functionality, I am entering the wrong password and I am pressing enter. So it is showing me that the username or password you have entered is incorrect. Let me again enter the password, and after that I will press enter. It will again ask me username and password, and I'm again entering the wrong password. It will again show me the same message. So it will show me the same message until I will enter the correct username and password. So let me enter you the correct username and password. Username is Hemant in small case letter and password is 1234. Okay, it is the admin which I have created by default inside the file. Login successful, it is printing in green that login successful. Now we will see the functionality of admin. Here are 8 functions. Admin can perform 8 functions. Add more admins, add new student, remove student, show student details, add question, remove question, view question and exit. Let me first show you add more admins. By default we have one admin, that is Hemant, and his password is 1234. And if we want to add more admins, we can just come to this option and we can add more admins. Let me enter an admin name as coding halt. Okay, and the password, suppose we have kept 34556 by default. Okay, so this data has been written into the file, and whenever we try to log in the admin function, so we can use this ID or password also. So now we have 2 admins. Now let me show you the second function, add new student. So student ID and student password will be provided by admin, and admin will give student ID and password. After that student can give quiz. So here you have to register the student. So I'm entering student name also as coding halt, and password I'm generating 2345. Coding halt is the username or student name we can say, and 2345 is the password. And here the ID is auto generated. Here I have kept an auto generated ID. ID is 1004. It means previously I have added 3 records. Let me show you. If you will click on 4th options, show student details, so it will show you the record of 4 students. 1001 that is Hemant, 1002 is Shruti, 1003 is Amritesh, and 1004 which we have fed it right now, coding halt, and his password is 2345. This password is only visible to the admin and nobody else can watch this password or username. Okay, let me show you the next functionality, remove student. You can remove the student also from here. So enter student ID which you want to delete. Let me enter 1002. 1002 deleted successfully, and let us see that 1002 ID has deleted or not. So 1001 is there and directly 1003 is there. Have you remembered? 1002 was Shruti and now Shruti has deleted, and now the data which we have fed it right now, 1004 coding halt is there. Now we have 5th functionality. In 5th functionality we have category, that in quiz you can take the quiz category wise, that if you want to give computer questions quiz, or you want to give history questions quiz, or general knowledge, or English verbal, whatever you want to give, you can simply give the quiz of that particular category. And here it is asking me enter category in which you want to add questions. So let me enter 4th option, that I want to enter the question in English category. So it comes with interface and it is asking me to enter question, and you can see that on screen previously added question 5. It means in English category we have already added 5 questions, and it will show you that you are adding 6 questions. You can easily calculate by watching this statement. And let me enter the question. So I'm entering the basic question, that what will be the antonym of beautiful? What will be the antonym for beautiful? And now I'm pressing enter. So see that it is waiting, the cursor is waiting here. Why it is waiting? Because we haven't terminated this question by question mark. So this is not going to take input until you will press question mark. As soon as you will enter question mark, it will take the question inside the buffer. So please do remember that while entering the question, you have to terminate the question with using question mark. I have controlled this using the basic functionality or basic functions of C++. And enter options. So options is bad, or we can say ugly, or we can say pretty. And enter option 4. I'm entering none of the above. And it is asking me enter correct answer. So I'm entering correct answer is E, and we have only 4 options and I'm entering E. So it is showing me the error message, please enter valid option, that is A, B, C, D. And when I'm pressing enter, it is again asking me for the input. And now let's me enter option 1. So option 1 is also not valid because we have kept as A, B, C, D. So we have to enter A, B, C, D. And if again I will press enter, it will ask me to enter the correct option again. So until I just press correct option, it will ask me again and again. So I have used the exception handling part also in this project. So let me just enter the right option, that is option B, ugly. The antonyms for beautiful is ugly. So question registered successfully and question ID is 6. Here question ID is also auto generated. We can see that in our program previously added question was 5 and now we have added one more question. So now 6 questions are there inside the file. And let me show you view questions option. By view question option, let me show you the category in which we have added the question is English. So I'm entering the category number 4, English. So you can see that question number 1, question number 2, question number 3, question number 4, question number 5 and the question number 6 which we have added right now. Total 6 question it is showing. Now let me show you the remove question functionality. So we want to remove the question of category English. So again I'm entering English and let me press option 4 and it is asking me to enter the question ID which you want to delete. So let me enter the wrong question ID 343. The entered ID does not exist. It is showing me the correct. So this project is very strict related to exception handling and error messages, and until you will enter the correct option, it will ask you again and again. You can see that in functionalities. Let me show you again after removing the question that I'm pressing option 4 and I want to remove the question number 2. So deleted successfully, and let us see inside the file. Let us go to view question function for option 4. Question 1 is there and after that directly question 3 is there. Question 2 is not there. Now question 4, question 5, question 6 all are valid, but question 2 has deleted from the file. So this is the major plus functionality, that if we want to delete a student, so we can delete that. If we want to delete admin also, if we want to delete a student, so we can also delete that also. Okay, now we can add questions into different categories. We have seen that. And remove question, view question. Let me show you once time again that computer category question we are seeing. So now you can see the list of questions. So please do remember the sequence of questions in computer category, because whenever we will give the question, this question will be thrown randomly, and there I will explain you where I have used STL in this project. So first question is father of computer. Second question is which among the following is not a payment card technology, and total 11 question will be there in the file. And if you will press enter, you will just get next question on the screen. You just have to print enter and you will get next question, and the last question number 11 is there. And here we have the functionality of exit also, and if we don't want to exit from the program, we can just simple press the backspace key. Here we have printed press backspace to go to main menu. So if you want to go to main menu directly from here, you do not need to exit. You just have to press the backspace key. I have controlled the backspace key also, and in this project I have controlled enter key, right, left, up, down arrow key, and escape key also. I will show you the use of escape key also. So let us go to backspace, and main menu it is showing that again it will go to main menu, and it is printing that loading. And now let us go to student panel and start quiz. Okay, so if you are on start quiz option, so it will show you the to start quiz and just take the quiz. In this program it is showing that to go to main menu and view performance for viewing the performance of students. So let me call the start quiz function, and I'm going here. So it is asking me student name or password. So we have to enter the password and student name which is provided by admin. So in the video, in the admin function, we have entered coding halt and its password was 2345. So let us enter that. And if we don't want to give test, we want to exit from here, simply we have to enter 0. As soon as we will enter 0, it will again go to previous menu. So if you don't want to give the test and by mistake you have come to this option, so you can just press 0 and it will just again back to the previous menu. So now let us log in by the name coding halt. So I'm entering coding halt and its password was 2345, but let me enter the wrong password. So it is showing me that the username or password is incorrect, and it is again bring me back to the previous menu. Now let me enter the correct password, coding halt, and password was 2345. So now it is showing me that login successful, and now we can take the test. So it is asking me that which category you want to give the test, or you want to in which category you want to give the test. So let us suppose I want to give the test of computer, and it is asking me that 5 question, 10 question, 15 questions or 20 questions. So let us take the quiz of 15 question. And do you remember that in a computer category we have only 11 question? So let me click on 15 question. So it will show me the correct message that 15 questions are not available in the file. Please wait or request for admin to add more question. And here also I have used the part of exception handling for showing error message that you can't give 15 questions quiz test because 15 questions are not available inside the file. So it is printing the correct message. And let us go to back again, and now again I'm entering, and you can see that again and again it is asking me the password, because this program is very secure and no other can log in, no other student can give other students test, as well as no other can watch other student marks. So each and every time this will ask the password and username of student as well as admin also. So password was 2345. Okay, and let us start test of computer category, and it is asking me enter how many questions you want to take. So I want to take 5 questions. Okay, press any key to start test. Now test is started, and here it comes with the interface, and it is showing the student name coding halt and total question which will be there inside test. Total questions are 5, and it is the question number 1. So it is asking me to enter the option when you turn on computer, which computer memory is activated first. So as you all know that BIOS is activated first. So I'm entering option C and I'm pressing enter, and here now second question comes inside the picture, and which among the following is not a payment card technology? Option A, magnetic strip card, smart card, flat card, yeah, all of them. So let me enter all of them. And what is the email attachment size of Gmail? 10 MB, 20 MB, 25 MB, 30 MB. So 30 MB is the email attachment size. No, not 30 MB, 25 MB is the email attachment size of Gmail. So option C is the correct answer. And who was the developer of Java language? As we all know, James Gosling was the developer of Java language. So I'm just entering option C. And the most common method for entering test and numeric data. Let us enter some wrong printer. I'm entering, and test finished. Press any key to back to main menu or previous menu. So I'm just pressing enter. So here again we come across the previous menu, that start quiz or go to main menu or view performance. So now we will view our performance, that how many marks or how much percentage we have got in this test. So let me enter again coding halt, and the password was 2345. So it will show you percentage in graph format. I have made graph. You can see that here you have given the one test, the computer category. So 80% you have got because one last question we have entered the wrong. So it is just showing me the 80% you have got in this test. And if you are going for a 15 question test or 20 question test, it will automatically calculate the percentage and show you in the graphical format. and as soon as you will press enter, and it will again come to the main menu. And let me show you my performance, because I have given all of the 4 tests, and in which many of were there of 10 question, 20 questions. So it will calculate just percentage, and it will show you in graphical format. And let me show you by entering my ID. My username was Hemant and 3432 was my password. So it is showing me that login successful, and no other person can watch my result or my marks, and no other person just can give my test, because this level of security we have used in this project. And it is showing that 100% I have got in computer, in history I have got 80%, in GK I have got 60%, and in English I have got 80%. So you can see that how amazing how amazing technique I have used for just printing the data, that computer, history, GK and English. And it is showing in graphical format, and I have made this using C++, basic C++ function. Let me press enter, and let me show you again that functionality where I have used STL. So I have used STL for throwing data randomly, for throwing questions randomly while giving quiz. Let us take one more quiz. That student name is again same, coding halt, and 2345. And let us take the quiz of history, and history quiz we are just taking, and it will throw question randomly. So I have used standard template library, and I have used the vector class of STL for throwing question randomly. So let us take history quiz and of 5 question. So it is throwing the question randomly. When was India found? And I have entered this question as the last question. I have remembered when I was feeding question to the database. So this was the last question. This was my last question, but it is just showing me in first. So by using STL we can throw questions randomly. So no student will be getting the idea that how questions are fitted inside the file, and no one can remember the option that one correct answer of first question is C. No one will remember, because here we are throwing question randomly. So when was India found? Let us give test A, B, and let me show you that a student enter E instead of A, B, C, D. He will enter E. So it will show us the message invalid option, enter, try again. And if we will press enter, it will again redirect to that option also. That you can see that question number 2 is going on, and until you will press the correct option, it will show you the message that invalid option entered again. And as soon as you will press enter, it will again ask you to enter the output. Let me just finish the test fast. A, B, C and D, or A I am entering. So test finished. Press any key to go to main menu, and now let us go to main menu. So again we are redirecting to main menu, and in main menu we have this interface admin student, and here we have controlled escape key. Press escape key to exit the program. So we can simply exit the program using escape key. So thank you for using Coding Halt's quiz application. Do subscribe Coding Halt and hit that like button. Thank you for watching this explanation part, and if you like the project, then please do subscribe Coding Halt and hit that like button, because it motivates us to make more project. And the person who were requesting me to make the project on STL, so this is the project using STL. So what you have to do, you just have to DM us for source code on WhatsApp number 9294817724 or the number 83055457775 showing on the screen, or you can DM us on Gmail account codinghalt@gmail.com, or we have Instagram account also, which username is codinghalt. So you can just DM us on any one of them and take the source code, try to understand all of the functionalities, and please do comment and what features I can add in this project also. So I will just modify that project. Thank you for watching. Happy New Year.